Good afternoon. I'm Brady Burrell coming to you live from Lud Henry Field here at Berwick High School as the Berwick Panthers baseball team is getting ready to take on Vidalia Vikings in round two of game two of round one of the playoffs. I'm sorry, that's a mouthful. So yeah, let me get that right again. Game two of round one of the playoffs. Of course, Berwick taking game one 3-1 yesterday. And I want to thank our sponsors for making it possible for us to bring you this live coverage. Patterson State Bank, Hargrave Funeral Home, Palomar Shipyard, Tesh Health, Bayou Bend Health System, Conrad Shipyard, St. Mary Golf and Country Club, A.J. Delman, Chevrolet, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep and Ram, Taco Bell, Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Central Boat Rentals, elect Coach Lud Henry, candidate for Mayor of Berwick, Lafayette Electric, Town of Berwick, Nautical Design and Consulting, and Jason Romero for Berwick Mayor. When we come back, it's pregame on the KQKI Digital Video Network, your local sports leader.
And silence isn't it. You don't need the perfect words to ask for help, for you or someone you care about. Tesh Health now offers expanded behavioral health services and substance use disorder screenings. Help is closer than you think. Book an appointment now at teshhealth.org. Your mental health matters.
Golf isn't just a game, it's a way of life for a lot of us. That's why at St. Mary Golf and Country Club and Bogey Free Golf, we have teamed up to give you the best of both worlds. I'm Barry Bone, the general manager of St. Mary Golf and Country Club and owner of Bogey Free Golf. If you're ready to come try out one of the best 9-hole experiences in the area, come give St. Mary Golf and Country Club a chance. If you need your golf clubs repaired or a new set of clubs, we can also take care of that for you too. Two great experiences are located just minutes away from you, right across the street from Berwick High School. St. Mary Golf and Country Club, your local spot for everything in golf.
Welcome back to Berwick High School as the athletic director of Berwick High School, Coach Walker, is going to give us the starting lineups and national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lud Henry Field for Game 2 of the LHSAA Division III Non-Select Round 1 playoffs between the Vidalia Vikings and your Berwick Panthers. Let's meet the starting lineups for the Vidalia Vikings. Batting first, number 7, Reagan Prather. Batting second, number 1, Noah Myers. Batting third, number 3, TJ Williams. Batting fourth, number 15, Cullen Weatherly. Batting fifth, number 5, Caden Cossum. Batting sixth, number 8, Caden Guanse. Batting seventh, number 2, Sean Washington. Batting eighth, number 18, Caden Huck. And batting ninth, number 6, Gage Thomas. The Vikings are coached by Tanner Martin. And now, let's meet the starting lineups for your Berwick Panthers. Batting first, number 3, the left fielder, Eli Lodry. Batting second, playing right field, number 22, Gavin Darby. Batting third, the DH, number 23, Leif Bella. Batting fourth, playing second base, number 13, Eli Crochet. Next is number 7, the shortstop, Luke Domingue. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 5, Mason White. On the mound, number 12, Justin Wiggins. Batting eighth, number 8, playing first base, Brennan White. Batting ninth, playing center field, number 14, Carter Dupuy. And behind the plate for the Panthers tonight is number 10, Blake Blanchard. The Panthers are coached by head coach Seth Henry and assistant coaches Zach Stewart and Jay Watkins. And now, if everyone can please stand and remove your ball caps for the playing of the national anthem.
And there you have it, the national anthem as we get ready for Game 2 here in round 1 of the playoffs, as the Berwick Panthers are getting ready to face off against Vidalia again this afternoon. We'll be right back right after this on the KQKI Digital Video Network, your local sports leader.
Taking care of your mental health is power, and silence isn't it. You don't need the perfect words to ask for help, for you or someone you care about. Tesh Health now offers expanded behavioral health services and substance use disorder screenings. Help is closer than you think. Book an appointment now at teshhealth.org. Your mental health matters.
Golf isn't just a game. It's a way of life for a lot of us. That's why at St. Mary Golf and Country Club and Bogey Free Golf, we have teamed up to give you the best of both worlds. I'm Barry Bone, the general manager of St. Mary Golf and Country Club and owner of Bogey Free Golf. If you're ready to come try out one of the best 9-holes experiences in the area, come give St. Mary Golf and Country Club a chance. If you need your golf clubs repaired or a new set of clubs, we can also take care of that for you too. Two great experiences are located just minutes away from you, right across the street from Berwick High School. St. Mary Golf and Country Club, your local spot for everything in golf.
All right, Jude, here we go, babe. Welcome back to Ludd Henry Field today here in Berwick, where the Vidalia Vikings take the field first here tonight as the home team for the Game 2. And although we watched a pretty good ball game yesterday where the Panthers came away with the win. Great day on the mound for Leif Bella. We'll see if Justin Wiggins can come in and do the same here in Game 2 and end this series in 2.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you mentioned Leif Bella game yesterday. It'd be hard for Justin Wiggins to live up to that. 9 strikeouts, pitch the entire game. 10 strikeouts, yeah. Right, yeah. 10 strikeouts, pitched the entire game, didn't walk a single batter. I mean, he pitched his heart out and gave the Panthers the first win.
Yep. So as we get this game started, we got Eli Lodrig, number 3, leading off for the Panthers, followed by Gavin Darby, and number 23, Leif Bella on the first 3 batters of the inning here in the top of the first. We'll see if the Panthers can come out swinging like they did yesterday. We came out hot on the bats yesterday. I believe Eli was one of them that jumped out on the first pitch. And he does again. So, but fouled off to the outside.
He also got hit by a pitch yesterday, too.
Yeah.
Got right on that ear hole right there. I talked to him before the game, and he was like, I hope he don't hit me in the ear again.
It's going to be outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter, Lodrig. Another beautiful day for baseball. It's going to be a base hit by Eli Lodrig down the third base side, right over the third baseman's head for the first hit of the game.
Yeah, nice job by Lodrig right there to get the single. And a great way to start the tone for the Panthers.
Man,
get a man on base. That's what you like to see.
Absolutely. What a great way to jump out as that leadoff batter.
And now we have Gavin Darby at the plate, who did a great job yesterday getting on base. He forced a lot of errors, if you will. So let's see if he can do that once again.
See if we'll see if Coach Henry is going to be aggressive on the bases like he was yesterday.
Yeah, very aggressive yesterday. We had a couple stolen bases, but we also had a couple failed stolen base attempts as well.
We got thrown out a couple times.
Okay.
So we'll see what Darby can do with a 1-0 count, and there goes Lodrig. He's going to be in for the steal.
Yeah, we saw a bit of a off throw right there by the catcher. Kind of bounces up to the shortstop, and it rolls past
Coach
him.
Henry's trying to set that tone early and being aggressive on the bases.
And now you have a runner on second base.
In scoring position already.
0 outs.
Yeah. See if they can jump on him early here, early in the first. Be a 3-0 count for Darby.
Yeah, high pitch right there.
I'm sure he's going to be taking this right here. Good take right there by Darby for call strike 1.
Yeah, there's no reason in swinging at a ball with three balls.
So here we are, 3 balls, 1 strike on the batter Darby with Lodrig on second. Oh, he pulls one down the third base line for a foul ball. Evens up, well, puts the count at full count.
Yeah, full count. Which a potential huge, depending on what the outcome of this next pitch will be.
Pops up to the left down the third base line. It's going to be trouble for the Vikings. Although the shortstop is able to come on over and make the play for the out for the first out of the inning.
Some really good speed right there by the shortstop. You know, traveling all that way to make that catch. Not an easy catch to make.
That's T.J. Williams, number 3, on the catch for the Vikings.
Again, good job by Williams.
Yeah. Again, all of them were able to get there, but and come up. One of them was able to come up with the play. Brings up to the plate, number 23, Leif Bella, who's the DH today. Oh, there's nobody there. He throws it, and there's nobody there. And Eli Lodrig's taking off a third, and he's go.
And he's safe.
Be in at third.
Yeah, it's a miscommunication right there between the pitcher and the shortstop. Shortstop wasn't, even close to the second base, and Cosm decides to throw it.
With 1 out, Eli Lodrig advances to third. We'll see if Bella can get him around here. Oh.
They're going to go for the check swing right there. He gets called for it. It's going to be an 0-1 count now for Bella. He's shaking his head in disbelief right there.
I'm shaking my head in disbelief.
You heard some fans in the crowd saying some stuff in disbelief.
So it's the call for the strike. Just a bit outside. Even up to count 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm not sure what just happened there because he did not break that plane. 1 ball, 1 strike on Bella. Lodrig on third here early in the first.
Bit of a late swing right there.
Yeah, a little hesitation by Bella on the swing.
On a ball that, could have went either way. Depending on what type of umpire we have. It was a bit inside. Now it's going to be a 1-2 count. Bella did strike out yesterday.
Needs to protect the plate right here. And he does, and he gets a ground ball gets the RBI, and Lodrig scores.
Oh, the ground ball, score a run.
Ground ball by Bella, thrown out at first. However, again, Lodrig scores.
Number 13, Eli Crochet.
And that's going to bring up to the plate the cleanup hitter, Eli Crochet, the second baseman. So here we are at the top of the first. 2 outs, nobody on. And it's going to be hit over to the third baseman, fielded in. Thrown across the diamond for the out. For the third out of the inning. Yeah. So, the end of the top of the first. The Panthers lead 1-0 here at Ludd Henry Field as we go to a break on FM KQKI.
Palomar Shipyard, locally owned and operated by the Hidalgo family, proudly serves the marine industry with new construction, conversions, and repair services, all backed by top quality workmanship. Built on a foundation of safety, commitment, and community pride, Palomar provides a safe workplace for their family of employees and continues to be a leader and a supporter right here at home. From everyone at Palomar Shipyard in Morgan City, good luck to our local students and athletes.
Central Boat Rentals, locally owned and operated, has been providing safe, reliable, and cost-efficient marine transportation services to the Gulf Coast since 1967. They offer a wide array of vessels, barges, repair facilities, and docks. Central Boat Rentals is a proven service provider, employer, and community partner in South Louisiana. Good luck to our local students and athletes in the classroom and on the field. From your total marine service provider, Central Boat Rentals.
And welcome back to Berwick High School as we're going to the bottom of the first as the score is tied at 0 as the Berwick Panthers. I'm sorry, excuse me, that's my bad. Berwick leading 1-0. Sorry guys, sorry Panthers. I'm playing, I'm being an octopus today. I'm all over the place. So there you go, take it JP.
Like Brady said, back here at Ludd Henry Field where the Panthers lead 1-0 going into the bottom of the first here as the Vikings come up to bat. With your 1, 2, and 3 hitters going to be Reagan Prather, Noah Myers, and TJ Williams. And Prather being the leadoff batter here.
Prather had a lot of speed yesterday. Stole some bases and scored a run. He's going to look at that first pitch, which the umpire is going to call the ball. Prather jumps out to a 1-0 count.
The fouled off down the third base line by Prather.
Bring the count to 1-1.
We call strike 2.
Nice pitch right there by Justin Wiggins that, curves right at the last second into the strike zone. Beautiful pitch, something Prather was not expecting. And yesterday we did see Vidalia look at a lot of strikes, not swing at some, so let's see if that's going to be the same result for them today. That pitch right there is called for a ball.
Evens up to count 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Prather. We'll give a shout out to some of the people watching from, look all the way from Natchez and saying go Vikings.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody, Miss Myers, Judy Myers on YouTube as well. Want to thank all of you. Want to say that you guys have an incredible, very nice coach. We had a great conversation up here in the press box with him, and just nice people. So happy to host you guys here in Berwick.
Also Clyde. Oh, Clyde watching from Henderson. He's always on.
Clyde is very loyal. Thank you, Clyde.
And also, shout out to Coach Tanner Martin.
And Joey and Becky Richard are watching, too.
Oh, it's going to miss just outside for ball 4. So, Prather
with the walk.
Leadoff walk here in the bottom of the first.
Number 1, Noah Myers.
So with 1 runner on first, the batter Noah Myers up to the bat. Oh, it's going to be a deep hit to left field. Eli Lodrake's not able to track it down, but the ball does fall just shy of the foul. Good Good thing, because he was going to have some bases on that one.
Prather probably for sure would have scored right there.
Myers jumped on that one, and I tell you, he hit the ball well down the third base line and just went foul as Lodrake was not able to track it down.
Second, I thought he was going to make it. Yesterday, we saw him track a ball in similar fashion. Yesterday, Noah Myers, who's currently at bat, went 0 for 2, striking out once.
0-1 count here to Myers. Runners goes. It's going to be another hit, another big hit down the third base line, but goes foul. Tell you what, he's ahead of the game on this.
He sure is.
He's pulling everything, and you know, what kind of pitch you think's coming here, Jude? With two balls, he dinged down the third base line on fastballs.
I mean, you would have to think Wiggins would try to make him reach for something right here. Hit him with a little breaking ball, something a bit outside, maybe a slider, get him swinging.
So 0-2 count here, and the runner goes again. Throw down. He's going to be easy into second base for the steal.
And there goes Prather, of course. A lot of speed. And, you know, it's interesting looking at, you know, our papers from yesterday. Myers actually was the 9th hole hitter, and he got moved all the way up the
number 2 spot.
Which?
No, yeah, number 2. Yeah. No, he's led off today. Prather led off.
Prather, I'm talking about Myers.
Oh, yeah, Myers, yeah.
Was in the 9th hole yesterday. And so just kind of interesting. Coach, you know, must have saw something in him to move him.
Be swinging a miss for strike 3 here on Myers after he has a really good at bat.
Does have a good
at bat. But he goes down on strikes to bring one out to the inning.
So that'll be a walk and a strikeout for Wiggins' first 2 batters.
Brings up to the plate number 3, T.J. Williams, the shortstop. As the coach goes over and has a little quick meeting with him.
Yesterday, Williams went 1 for 3, striking out and having a single.
So here in the bottom of the first, Williams up to bat, runner on second for the Vikings. Be a nice breaking ball by Justin Wiggins, and he swing and a miss.
Yeah, big swing and a miss right there from Williams. He wanted it all.
Just a bit outside, ball 1.
Brings the count up to 1-1.
We're going to try to keep some scores up from the Lady Panthers playing right behind us in game round 1 of the playoffs as well.
Yep, playing against the Westlake.
Ball's going to be a soft ball hit up the middle. I tell you what, but Domang's able to come up on that ball and make a beautiful throw across the diamond for out number 2.
Very nice throw. I mean,
nice play, nice throw.
For a second, I was maybe thinking, okay, is Williams going to go ahead and reach first right there? Because that was a pretty slow-moving ball.
Yeah,
rushes to that ball, makes a very nice throw
on the run, scoops it up and on the run and makes the throw across the diamond for the second out of the inning.
Very precise throw.
Brings up to the plate number 15, Cullen Weatherly, who pitched the ball game last night.
Sure did.
Oh, it's going to be
jeez.
Hits the umpire.
Hits the umpire.
He's going to call
on a shot down. On a shot down the third base line.
How many times do you see that happen? Umpire get hit. That's
well, look.
You know, I mean, it's one thing.
Definitely in foul territory because that's where he's standing at. So good thing he called foul ball on that, like right quick, because his hands he gets whacked and the hands go straight up.
He's a good sport about it too. I mean, that was a nice ding.
Didn't know if he was saying foul or I'm okay or both, but here we go. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if the umpire behind the plate gets it, but I mean, the umpire in the third baseline, you never see that happen. But yeah, Weatherly's going to be hitting. He, of course, had a pretty nice day pitching yesterday. Despite the loss, he did pitch the entire game, had 6 strikeouts, and yesterday he went 0 for 2, did reach first base via an error, though.
Ooh, catches it on the outside as it crosses the plate for called strike 2.
Nice pitch right there by Wiggins.
Wiggins ahead of the count here. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. It's going to be a shot down the left field line, but Lodrig's going to be able to track it down and make the catch for out number 3 here in the bottom of the first. Whereas
After 1 complete inning, your score.
the Vikings leave 1 runner left on third base here at Ludd Henry Field. We'll be back shortly on 95.3 FM KQKI.
Conrad Shipyard, building Louisiana and the Gulf Coast since 1948. For over 75 years, Conrad has set the standard for safety, quality, and integrity in shipbuilding. With 5 state-of-the-art shipyards across Louisiana and Texas, Conrad delivers top-tier vessels for commercial and government clients alike. Conrad is proud to support our local athletes, cheering them on every step of the way. Conrad Shipyard, where craftsmanship runs deep and community comes first. Conrad Shipyard, the best there is.
Tired of going to get a new car only to be told we sold it yesterday or charged extra fees? Come on down to AJ Doman Chevrolet, South Louisiana's fastest growing Chevrolet dealership, where we make the customer our top priority.
No credit, bad credit, we can help. We say yes when others say no.
Come do business with the company that'll be here today and tomorrow. AJ Doman Chevrolet, serving the area for 38 years at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick.
And welcome back to Berwick High School as the Berwick Panthers are leading Vidalia 1-0 as we go to the top of the second. I want to thank some more sponsors. Elect Coach Ludd Henry, candidate for mayor of Berwick. Nautical Design and Consulting is family owned by the Monceau family and is proud to be a part of the Berwick community and supporter of the Berwick Panthers. And also Jason Romero for Berwick Mayor. JP?
All right, here we are back at Ludd Henry Field where the Panthers lead 1-0. And coming up to the plate is going to be number 7, the shortstop, Luke Domang, who made a really good play in that bottom of the first inning right there. Me and Jude's on the same wavelength right here. Drops the breaking ball across the plate for a call strike 1.
Yesterday, Domang went 1 for 2, had a single and got hit by a pitch. Also scored a run.
Fouled off for strike 2.
The 0-2 pitch is going to be.
Ooh. That's had to be just off the outside corner.
Outside.
But the umpire calls a ball.
You know, we exaggerate the just outside, but that was like literally right on the cusp.
So a 1-2 count here to Domang.
It was a strike.
He steps out. Just getting a little quick update. I believe the Berwick Lady Panthers are leading 1-0 early on. The bottom of the first. Yes, bottom of the first. They're leading 1-0. Oh! That ball, he appears to be fixing to get hit by the pitch.
Yeah, he ducks away. You know,
and the ball breaks at the last minute across the plate for call strike 3.
I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. That is a very good pitch right there. By Cossum. Now up to plate we have Mason White, who's going to be the third baseman today. Was in that designated hitter role. He's going to get caught looking for a strike. Yesterday, White went 2 for 2 and also reached the plate via an error. So a very good day for White as he starts out with an 0-2 count, though. It's going to make contact, but it goes into foul territory.
So on 0-2 count here to Mason White with 1 out here in the top of the second. Oh. He sits back on that one, but I think that was going to be the same pitch, same scenario as last at bat for just now, where that ball was breaking in at the last minute, because it looks like he's about to get hit in the head right here.
Yeah, and
the ball breaks across. Pops that one up again. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes as White battles.
Hopefully nobody got hit in the concourse down there.
In the dirt, call ball 1.
Of course, stay tuned. If there would be a Game 3 necessary, it would be immediately following this one, and right here on the KQKI Digital Video Network.
Outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's been a pretty interesting at bat. You see White have 2 strikes and 2 foul balls, then 2 balls. So what's going to happen here?
Oh, it's going to be swing and a miss for strike 3 on White as he goes down swinging for out number 2.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 12, the pitcher, Justin.
That'll be the second strikeout for Cossum.
Brings up to the plate the pitcher for the Panthers, Justin Wiggins.
And we got Mississippi in the house today. Shane, I actually knew how to pronounce JS. Yes, indeed. Heard of that place many times.
So yesterday, Wiggins went 0 for 3, striking out twice.
So thank you, Shane. Bet he's watching from Mississippi.
He drops another one. He likes throwing those breaking balls.
He sure does.
And he might.
And they're going to call him.
As Wiggins goes down, strike 3 here to end the top of the second. So your score, Berwick Panthers 1, Vidalia Vikings 0 here going into the bottom of the second. Here from Lud Henry Field on 95.3 FM KQKI.
Proven weight loss solutions are now available in St. Mary Parish at the new Bayou Bend Bariatric Center in Franklin. Dr. Johnny Perez offers a comprehensive line of advanced and general surgery procedures, including gastric sleeves and revisions, gastric bypass, and lap band adjustments. Weight loss injections and hormone therapy options are also available. Call 337-471-1215 to schedule a consultation or visit BayouBendHealth.org/bariatric center for more details.
Core Sports Performance offers training opportunities for athletes for ages 8 through collegiate level and non-athletes alike. We take a functional approach, ensuring proper movement patterns and scientific-based training and recovery principles. We offer sports performance training programs. Adult opportunities include one-on-one, semi-private, hybrid training models which combine online programming using our Core Sports Performance Training app and an in-person private training. Let us help you reach your fitness goals at Core Sports Performance, 611 Brashear Avenue, Morgan City.
Welcome back to Lud Henry Field, where the Berwick Panthers are leading Vidalia Vikings in the bottom of the second, 1-0. Have another update. Berwick is now leading Westlake 2-0 in the top of the second. I want to thank Brian and also Chris Hunter with KWBJ. We're trading scores today. So there you go.
And right behind us.
Yes, indeed. Crazy day here at Berwick.
Number 5, Caden Cossum, the pitcher, is up to bat for the Vikings as he jumps on that first pitch for a fouled off down the first base line.
Yesterday, Cossum went 0 for 3, striking out twice.
Yeah.
That pitch
could be called strike 2 on Cossum.
Wiggins looking for a second strikeout of the day. Not going to get there. Pitch is going to be a little bit low. Brings the count to 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming. It's going to be hit
over to Domingue. Nice little field and a nice throw across the diamond for out number 1. Good job by Domingue again. Once again at shortstop. Hard hit ball over to the spot, and he's able to scoop it up and throw him out for out number 1.
Yeah, another on-target throw by Domingue, who, he did have one that went into the dugout yesterday, so it seems like he's kind of settling his nerves.
Yeah, we had some bad throws on both sides of the ball yesterday. Both teams had some bad throws and some errors on the throws. Nice little breaking pitch for a swing and a miss on the batter, Guanse. Caden Guanse, the third baseman.
Yesterday, Guanse went 1 for 2 and also reached first via an error yesterday. That inside pitch.
He hits the ball to the left fielder, and Eli Lodrake is able to go down the line and track it down for out number 2.
Fly ball for out number 2. Brings up number 2, Sean Washington.
So with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, number 2, the left fielder, Sean Washington's up to bat for the Vikings.
Guys, I just peeked over. I could see the other scoreboard in the softball field. Berwick is now leading 2-1. They're in the second.
As his first pitch is going to be called a ball. Excuse me, a strike.
Yeah, he's going to be 0-1 count here to Washington. Another nice pitch for a swing and a miss for strike 2. So here we are with 0-2 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. We'll see if Wiggins can shut it down.
Yeah, Washington struck out twice yesterday, finishing 0 for 2 and reaching first via an error.
He tries that breaking ball and he doesn't get him to go on that, and the ball's in the dirt. But look, not a bad pitch because
not a bad idea.
You don't want to hang one across the middle for Washington to get a hold to.
Especially with, 2 strikes, you're going to be playing a little bit, more aggressive there. Not trying to strike out.
1-2 count. Nice little breaking ball by Wiggins, but it's fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again. As Washington continues the battle here with 2 strikes.
The winner of this series will advance to play number 1, Sterlington, next week sometime.
Way up yonder, north of Monroe.
Yes, and hey, there's a good restaurant up there. Got a nice lunch buffet. I wonder how.
Dude's always talking about food.
That's it.
Swing and a miss for strike 3 here in the bottom of the second as the Panthers come out with nobody on and no scores here in the bottom of the second as we go to the top of the top of the third.
There we go.
Let me get that straight. Here at Lud Henry Field on 95.3 FM KQKI.
When the time comes to say goodbye,
that's
you
tricky
deserve more than just service. You deserve care. At Hargrave Funeral Home, we guide families with dedication and compassion through every step. From personalized arrangements to cost-efficient options, we ensure that every wish is honored. Let us take the burden off your shoulders so you can focus on what truly matters. Hargrave Funeral Home, located at 1031 Victor II Boulevard in Morgan City, where experience meets compassion and every detail is remembered.
Lafayette Electric offers a fully stocked storefront and expansive warehouse for many major manufacturers, from the smallest residential or the largest commercial needs to sophisticated offshore marine and industrial products. With over 30 years of experience, the friendly staff at Lafayette Electric prides themselves in providing excellent service and expert knowledge. See what your locally owned Lafayette Electric can do for you at 1207 Greenwood Street in Morgan City.
Welcome back to Berwick, where your Panthers lead 1-0 here in the top of the third.
Number 8, Brennan Watt.
Up to the plate for the Panthers in the top of the third is going to be Number 8, Brennan White. Okay. Carter Dupree. And back to the top of the lineup, Eli Lodre, your top 3 batters for the inning.
Yeah, yesterday, Brennan White went 0 for 3, striking out twice.
Once again, Jude, I appreciate you being my statistician up here, bro.
Hey, it makes it easier for us all.
Yes, it does. So 1 ball, no strikes on the batter, White. We'll see if the Panthers can get the bats going here in the top of the 3rd. It's going to be a hit to center field, and it's going to be center field is going to track it down for out number 1 earlier in the 3rd.
Brings up number 14, Carter Dupuy.
Up to the bat for the Panthers in the 9-hole, number 14, Carter Dupree, the center fielder.
Yesterday, Dupree went 1 for 2, striking out once and having a single.
Jumps on the first pitch, but fouled back behind us for strike number 1. Oh. Dupuy is going to stay in the batter's box and get hit by a pitch. And that's, look, Jude, that's not a bad thing right there because
at all.
Dupuy is our speed guy on the bases, so we know what's fixing to happen here. With 1 out, Dupuy will probably be going here shortly for the steal because he's got some wheels on the bases.
Yeah, I mean, for those familiar with, or that Watchberg football this season, Dupuy was very fast receiver.
Yep. Got Coach Walker sitting right by us, and he could vouch to that.
And I want to say, he was what, first team all-district receiver?
Yep.
So there we go.
So we know he's got some speed on the bases. So, and here we are with back to the top of the lineup. Number 3, Eli Lodrig.
Lodrig is currently the only Panther with a hit so far and is Berwick's lone run so far today. He singled in the first inning and rounded the bases.
And has been making quite a few catches out of left field, so he's getting worked today.
Definitely has been busy.
Got a little delay with the Vikings. Coach had to come on over and take care of something with a helmet, catcher's helmet, that they're having some issues with. I believe we're going to have to possibly help him out here with a little loaner. Some issues with the helmet, the catcher's helmet.
Wonder what's going on.
So those that are just tuning in, your Berwick Panthers are leading 1-0 here in the top of the 3rd. We got 1 out in this inning as Coach Henry comes over and with a nice gesture and loans the Vikings a catcher's helmet due to some issues what they were having, so we can get this game back going here. So with an 0-0 count, Lodrig steps up to the plate to get at that leadoff position here with a runner on, and there goes Dupree right off the back, and he's going to be in for the steal, just as we said, Jude.
Dupuy steals second.
Yeah, Dupree has that speed.
Pete Rose is in for the, I don't even know if he even had to slide, but he was in there. So
might as well get your pants dirty, you know.
So with
and he takes another
1-0 count. Yeah, 1-0 count here. Which first that pitch comes in, breaks in for a strike 1 for Lodrig. But look, we had to get Dupuy to second because Lodrig's hot on the bat right now, so we need to get him around. So Dupree's in there for a huge lead at second. And
pitcher decides
gets
not
him back.
to throw it this time.
Gets him back.
Yeah, I mean, that's how Lodrig was able to score last go-around. There was miscommunication between the shortstop and the pitcher, and Lodrig, off of an errant throw, was able to make his way to third base.
Oh, goes for the pickoff move at second, but Dupuy back safe.
And you hear the student section going, not even close.
1-1 count to Lodrig. And Dupuy goes to third, and he's going to be safe in for third with no problem at all.
Yeah, we're seeing that speed for Dupuy becoming a problem.
Oh, absolutely. Look, he was halfway on the lead, and as soon as the pitch is released, he's gone, and he's up on third before the catcher can even make the play. So with a runner on third, one out here to Lodrig, 2-1 count. And Lodrig brings one over to the right fielder.
And
comes in with the catch, and Dupuy's going to be tagging from the short field, and he's going to be in for the score as Lodrig does his job here in the top of the third and sacrifice fly. It's a great at bat by Lodrig because you could tell he punched that over to the right field side. Not necessarily a great swing on the play, but you could tell he punched it in to get that sacrifice fly right there to get Dupuy in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, he gets his job done, you know. Advances the runner. And
the scoreboard's wrong. They got 2-1, but Berwick Panthers lead 2-0. I think our scoreboard's right, huh, Brady?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir, it is. Hey, man, I'm multitasking.
So with 2 outs here in the top of the third, Gavin Darby up to the plate with a swing and a miss for strike one.
Darby's currently 0 for 1 today.
Scoreboard up at the field over here resetting. Darby takes one down the third base line for a nice base hit. He's going to probably round first, and he's going to second. As the throw comes in, it's cut. He's in for the double. What a great hit down the third base line by Gavin Darby here in the top of the third with 2 outs.
I mean, what a hit right there by Darby.
Look, he takes it up. He takes an inside pitch and drives it down the third base line for the nice double right there.
And how about the aggressiveness to go all the way to second base? He trusted.
Oh, look, he never stopped.
In his speed.
Never stopped.
Look. It was second base or nothing for him right there.
Yep. He rounded first with one thing on his mind, the double, and he got it.
And now Berwick has 0 outs. Well, actually, they do have an out.
It's going to be 2 outs.
Yeah, 2 outs.
We do have 2 outs.
Our score is correct. I mean, our scoreboard is correct.
It's going to be a hit by Leif Bella to the shortstop. It's going to be a hard play for him, and he's going to have him at first base. It's going to be a really, really close call at first base, but apparently
Henry's not going to go ahead and challenge.
We do have Coach Jay at first base for Berwick.
After 2.5,
thought he thought him to be safe at first, but so at the end of the top of the third, going into the bottom of the third, the Panthers lead 2-0 here at Lud Henry Field at 95.3 FM KQKI.
Hi, this is Robert Marine with PSB. We're celebrating 100 years of helping our community, one home and one small business at a time. Let us help you and your business with custom lending solutions, free checking, and cutting-edge banking technology that moves at your speed. PSB combines the digital tools you expect with our renowned personal customer service. Patterson State Bank, quality banking since 1925.
From sauce, dust, to nuggets. It's Taco Bell's new Diablo Dusted Crispy Chicken Nuggets. Are they mild? If they were mild, we'd have to change the name to Little Rascal Nuggets or Minor Nuisance Nuggets. Definitely Diablo. New Diablo Dusted Crispy Chicken Nuggets. A brand new classic. Only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time and while supplies last.
DoorDash delivery available.
Welcome back to Berwick, where the Panthers lead 2-0 going here to the bottom of the third, where the Vikings come up to bat. It's going to be number 18, Caden Hook, for the Vikings as he takes a call, strike one.
Yesterday, Huck did not bat.
Yeah, he didn't bat yesterday. It's going to be fouled off to down the first base line for strike number 2. Out of play. So once again, like last night, Jude, Bird gets 1 run in the first, and 1 run in the third, kind of like last night. They were getting
flip-flop, flip-flop.
Tries to drop that breaking ball in there, but it's going to be called ball 1. And there it is. Oh, he misses. He misses on the outside. Coach Walker's up here saying the same thing I'm saying. I thought he was going to get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The batter, Hook. Swing and a miss for strike number 3 here in the bottom of the third for out number 1.
So that would
as
be,
the Panthers throw it around the diamonds.
And as the saying goes, ball don't lie. Ball don't lie.
All right, guys, I want to thank some more of our sponsors. Elect Coach Lud Henry, candidate for mayor of Berwick, nautical design and consulting, a family-owned, of course, by the Monceau family, and is proud to be a part of the Berwick community and supporter of the Berwick Panthers, and also Jason Romero for Berwick mayor.
As we get the call, strike 1 here on the batter, Gage Thomas for the Vikings. Oh, that's going to be a base hit down the third base line by the number 9 hole hitter, Gage Thomas, as Lodrig takes it in and they get it into second for the single. Nice single by Thomas.
Yeah, very nice single by Thomas. He went 1 for 3 yesterday, striking out twice, so he does a great job starting out this game on the right note, getting 1-1. Now Vidalia has runner on first base with
1 out. One out. As the leadoff batter comes back up to the plate, number 7, Reagan Prather.
He walked last time he was at the plate and made his way all the way over to third.
Outside, ball 1.
Should be a 2-0 count.
That's going to be another base hit by the Vikings to the left field side as it falls in right in front of Lodrig for another single by the Vikings here in the bottom of the third.
So Prather is having a nice day so far. The speedy center fielder has a walk and a single. Next thing you know, the Vikings have 2 runners on with 1 out.
And look, that's 2 nice singles by the Vikings here in the bottom of the third.
And you have a batter in Myers who had 2 deep foul balls last time that were very close to being in play. Of course, he did end up striking out, but he's definitely hungry for some hitting action right here.
So we're going to see if Justin Wiggins, the pitcher for the Panthers, can come out right here and throw some strikes and possibly get some strikeouts here with 2 runners on in the bottom of the third with 1 out. Yeah,
oh, that's going to
nice
be a foul
pitch,
tip.
but fouled off. Yep, strike 1, 1-1 count here to Myers. And like you said a while ago, Myers took 2 deep for foul balls, but he jumped on him his last at bat, so they need to be careful right here not to give him something across the plate. Wiggins steps off the mound.
Oh.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Strike call.
But I'm sorry, y'all. But the home plate umpire, a curveball goes right across the plate, and he doesn't actually know what to call, and he doesn't call. Then he calls a strike. Now he's conferring with the two other umpires. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I guess there's a first for everything. Yeah, before he even called strike, you had Myers kind of look at him, questioning, like, what's going on here? And then he goes ahead and calls it a strike, and, Myers and Coach Martin are kind of discussing, well, what's going on here?
I've never seen that like that.
Yeah, like an official review based off the eyesight.
Because, he went to call a strike on the breaking ball right across the middle, but then he hesitated, but then he called it.
Yeah.
And then conferred with his two field umpires, and we are at a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
So after all that, it's going to stay the same.
So, hey, see something new every day.
Yeah.
1-2 count. Be swing and fouled off by Myers.
Like that ball bounced back into Blanchard, your catcher's chest right there. Kind of made some noise.
So with a one ball, two strike count, 1 out, runners on second and first for the Vikings. We'll see if the Panthers can get out of this inning without anything happening here. Oh, it's gonna be put in play, but it's gonna be a foul ball because it hit the ankle of Myers as he's limping around home plate.
And that could have potentially have loaded the bases for Vidalia.
That would have been a hard ball to play right there.
Very hard ball. Of course, we've seen a lot of great throws today, so could have potentially been an out, but it definitely, at the very least, would have advanced some runners.
Mason White was coming up to make the play, but again, it was going to be a tough play if that ball would have remained in play.
And now I wonder if you're going to see Myers hit a ball right here that's going to affect his base runner.
Wiggins, the pass ball, and the runners are going to advance to now runners on second and third here with 1 out. 2-2 count to Myers, the big hitter. You got 2 runners in scoring position here for the Vikings.
Let's see if Wiggins can respond with a big pitch right here. Get a strikeout. Of course, double play is more than likely out of the contention now.
Good pitch by Wiggins, but the ball's going to be fouled out of play.
So once again, the count will be 2-2 with 1 out.
Runners on second and third here. He gets him on the breaking pitch right across the outside corner for call, strike 3, and the batter Myers is not happy with the call.
Kind of gave the umpire a look there like, you sure about that? You sure about that? But nonetheless, that's going to be the second strikeout of the day for Myers and the 4th strikeout of the day.
So we'll see if Wiggins can pull himself out of this hole right here with runners on second and third here in the bottom of the third.
At the plate, we have T.J. Williams, who's currently 0 for 1 on the day.
Oh, it's going to be hit. That's going to be a big hit in the gap. And 2 runs are going to score for the Vikings as Washington rounds second for the easy double. And look, he jumps out on that pitch, and I knew from the start it was going to be in the gap because they're not going to bet it. I knew Lodrig and Dupree were not going to better run that one down.
Yeah, with all the speed they had, they were not tracking that ball down. And, I mean, what a great hit right there.
What a big hit.
In a big spot. I mean, you have 2 outs, runner on second and third, and that was a problem for Vidalia yesterday. They left a lot of runners in scoring position.
And they scored 2 right there on that base hit and ties the game up at 2-2, and they're going to intentionally walk Weatherly. They're going to intentionally walk the cleanup hitter, Cullen Weatherly, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. So instead of pulling himself out of that bond, Wiggins serves one up, and Washington takes a good hack at it, sends one to the gap to tie this game up. So
now you have the pitcher Cossum at the plate. It's going to take.
That's going to be a base hit between the shortstop and third baseman, and the bases are now loaded as the runner holds at third.
Cossum singles to load the bases.
And that's a single for Cossum.
For number 8, Caden Guanse.
So now you have Guanse at the plate, who is currently 0 for 1 on the day.
I knew this was coming. Coach Henry's going to be making a trip to the mound here because we have bases loaded here with 2 outs. Ball game now tied at 2. And the number 5 hole hitter, Guanse, the number 6 hole hitter, Guanse, is coming up to bat.
And this is a huge at-bat right here because you had the potential to take the lead right here. You had the potential to have 3 runs on the board compared to Berwick's 2. And you got to be thinking, if you're Guanse, this is a big moment. And, of course, with Wiggins, it's a good thing by Henry to kind of get him out there to settle him down quite a bit. We have some chatter back and forth between the first base and home plate umpire.
We have a courtesy runner for the Vikings.
That would be number 20, Carlos King, on plate. Or, excuse me, on first base.
So Guanse, the batter, with bases loaded here in the bottom of the third. And he's going to get a base hit to the left side as one runner scores, and the Vikings take the lead here in the bottom of the third, 3-2.
Yeah, Mason White almost made the acrobatic catch right there and just misses his glove, and it rolls past Domingue, and next thing you know, bases are still loaded. Vidalia's going to take a 3-2 lead, and you would have to imagine Berwick might want to put somebody up in that bullpen and try to, get some arms loosening up.
The batter, number 2, Sean Washington, the left fielder. And a big spot here for Vidalia with 2 outs as they continue this rally. Keep in mind, these runs have been scored with 2 outs.
Yeah, I mean, Vidalia's been doing a lot right here with 2 outs. And an inning that looked like it was going in Berwick's favor is not even slowly, it has tilted in Vidalia's favor. 3 runs in 1 inning is, an impressive feat with 2 outs on the board. But you do have Washington at the plate, who did strike out last time he was at bat.
So if Wiggins can get out of this inning with a strikeout right here, it would be great for the Panthers. It's going to be scooped up by Domingue and thrown across the diamond for the 3rd out of the inning before the damage has been done by the Vidalia Vikings here in the bottom of the 3rd as they get 3 big hits with runners on bases to score 3 runs in this inning to take the lead. As we go into the top of the 4th, the Panthers up to bat here at Lud Henry Field on 95.3 FM KQKI.
At Thibodeau Regional Health System, we deliver excellence. As a nationally designated Blue Cross Distinction Center Plus, we have received the highest distinction for quality maternity care. You can trust that your health and the health of your baby is in the very best hands at Thibodeau Regional. To learn more about our obstetrics and gynecology services, go to ThibodeauRegionalWomen'sClinic.com.
The town of Berwick congratulates their hometown Berwick High School Panthers. Known for its iconic red lighthouse on the riverfront, the town of Berwick features historic neighborhoods, new residential developments, and exceptional quality of life with well-developed recreational complexes, public schools that are some of the highest performing in the state of Louisiana, and an 800,000-acre backyard, the beautiful Atchafalaya Basin, and not to mention its friendly people. Go Panthers from the town of Berwick.
And welcome back to Berwick High School as the Vidalia Vikings have taken a 3-2 lead as we go to the top of the 4th. Want to thank some more sponsors again. Elect Coach Lud Henry, candidate for mayor of Berwick. Nautical Design and Consulting is family owned by the Monceau family and is proud to be a part of the Berwick community and supporter of the Berwick Panthers, and Jason Romero for Berwick Mayor. JP?
Yes, sir, Bernie. Back here in Berwick, where the Vidalia Vikings had a really good inning last inning with 3 big hits while runners on base. and take the lead 3-2.
Now you have Crochet at the plate, who's currently 0 for 1 on the day. And yeah, I mean, as you were saying, big inning for Vidalia in the bottom of the third. Now the Panthers going to have to try to do something here to get that lead back. Now, if history repeats itself, Panthers will not be scoring a run this inning. You kind of just repeat that trend that we saw happen last night. You know, it was every other inning the Panthers scored exactly 1 run.
Yeah, but you know what, Jude? We're going to get something going here in this top of the fourth with the bats right here. They have to. They have to.
Yeah, have to have a nice, strong response right here.
We'll see if Crochet can be that leadoff hitter right here for the top of the fourth in the cleanup hole spot. Oh, he
takes an inside pitch.
Takes an inside pitch and
just
smashes it deep, but foul ball.
Yeah, if he swung just a tad bit later, that would have been a nice hit right there for Crochet. But he attacks on it too early.
And might would have been out this yard.
Yeah, that could have been the first home run of the series.
Oh, he drills one
right
down the third base line into his own dugout.
As you had all these players jumping synchronized right there. And now it'll be a 2-2 count for the second baseman, Crochet. It's going to be...
As the
look at the ball right there.
One of the umpires takes a look at the ball after it smashes one of the posts over there on the Berg dugout side.
You know?
On the foul ball. So with Crochet a 2-2 count here, we'll see what he can do as he battles to be a good leadoff hitter.
The umpire right there either, you know?
Oh, he takes another one deep down the left field line, but it's going to be out of play. But very deep ball is that he hung another curveball over to Crochet.
You can tell he wants it bad. Just hope he doesn't get too aggressive here because you're definitely going to see some type of trickery right here from Qasim.
After he dropped 2 deuces on him.
Yeah. So the 2-2 pitch.
And that's going to be a great at-bat for Crochet as he takes a fastball down the third base line for the single. What a great hit by Crochet. You can see he's a happy kid right now because, look, that's a great at-bat by Crochet.
Very good at-bat right there by Crochet.
What a great hit to start off this top of the fourth with a base hit.
Yeah, I mean, normally sometimes you see the batters, they get too aggressive early on in the count. They had those, you know, far foul balls that looked like they could have went out. They go aggressive on that third strike and end up striking out, but not this time for Crochet. He stays patient and he finds his ball. Now we have Doming at the plate, who is currently 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out last time he was at the plate.
Got a quick scoring update. Berwick softball tied up in the fourth with Westlake, and top of the first, Central Catholic leading St. Ed 2-0.
Oh, that's going to be a hit down the left field line to... it's going to be... Oh, it's dropped. It's dropped. The ball is dropped by the left fielder. An easy play for the left fielder as he tracks the ball back to the fence, but he cannot hold on to the ball, and he drops it. He bobbles it.
Mason White.
And, I mean, that
was huge.
He's still shaking his head out on the outfield. I mean,
I'm not sure if that had anything to do with the sun, possibly, because he's holding up his glove right now, and that is where the sun's setting. But he tracks the ball back to the warning track, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's not able to bring in the catch.
Yeah, you kind of saw Crochet scrambling around on the base. Crochet started running back, and then he started running back towards second base.
So now we have
Justin Wiggins, Mason White.
Oh, boy, that talk about would have been a beautiful bunt down the third base line here to try to advance those runners by Mason White.
White is currently 0 for 1, striking out last time he was at the plate.
So, look, for those watching at home that are just joining us, we had a 3-2 score. And as the Panthers jump out pretty hot here in the top of the fourth.
And you mentioned it. You caught it. You said Berwick's going to come out swinging, and they have to. The bunt attempt.
Oh, Eli's caught in the middle. He's caught in the rundown. What are we doing? What are we doing? So Crochet's caught in the middle over there on the.
It's caught down in the rundown, which is a shame. You know, Crochet had a great at bat, finds his way on a base, puts himself in scoring position, and And
bad base runner right there. I'll just have to call it like we see it on that one.
Yeah.
And so going with 2 runners on instead of going back to 1 runner on instead of 2 runners on here with 1 out. But it's going to be that. It's a base hit by Mason White. We probably would have had a runner score here on that base hit, but instead we just now have 2 runners on, back to first and second.
Justin Wiggins.
Beautiful hit by Mason White for the single. But again, that error on the bases caused us a run right there, Jude.
It sure does. And, it's a shame if you didn't have the error on the base running, you definitely would have had that 3rd run scored for Berwick. But nonetheless, the Panthers have 1 out, 2 runners on, and of course a runner in scoring position. You have your pitcher, Justin Wiggins, at the plate, who's currently 0 for 1 on the day, striking out last time he was at bat. This ball is going to be hit into foul territory. Your first baseman,
it's out of play.
Can't track it down because it is out of play. So now it'll be a 1-0 count. 0-1 count for Wiggins.
It's a good at bat for Mason White because he squared away the bunt twice, try to advance those runners, and then he's not able to get the bunt down, and then he gets a really nice base hit.
Very nice base hit. Right in between that gap between 3rd and 2nd.
So 0-1 count to Wiggins. We'll see if he can bring him around to tie this ball game up. It's going to be a pop fly to center field.
Short pop fly, and
not going to be able to tag.
But it will be caught this time by Vidalia. So Domain's going to stay.
Number 8, Brennan.
We'll have to see if Brennan White in the 8-hole position can bring those runners around with 2 outs. We can see if they can get a little rally going here with the 2 outs in this top of the 4th.
Similar to how Vidalia had last time. White's currently 0 for 1. That pitch is going to be inside. Domain taking a fairly large lead right there.
One-0 count to White. Grounded down the 3rd base line for foul ball. Once again, I'm going to go back to that running situation where Crochet was thrown out in that rundown. Man, that's huge. That can come back and bite us right there.
It sure can.
You got to be. I understand we want to be aggressive on the bases, but we got to be careful. 2 balls, 1 strike on the bat of White. I believe I'm just getting an update. The Lady Panthers take the lead behind us 3-2.
Good for the Lady Panthers.
Ooh, White takes one down the 3rd base line, but it's going to go foul.
Yeah, swung a tad bit early right there. That one's going to go foul. V2s across the board as we have 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a huge spot for Brennan White. The tying run on 2nd base. See what White's going to do in this position.
It's going to be a big hit out to left field. We'll see what happens with the left fielder as he takes this one in pretty easy for the out number 3. And as we in the top of the 4th, the Panthers lead 2 runners on, stranded after that rundown that cost us a run possibly right there in that top of the 4th. As the Panthers still trail 3-2 here going into the bottom of the 4th at Lud Henry Field on 95.3 FM KQKI.
Taking care of your mental health is power, and silence isn't it. You don't need the perfect words to ask for help, for you or someone you care about. Tesh Health now offers expanded behavioral health services and substance use disorder screenings. Help is closer than you think. Book an appointment now at teshhealth.org. Your mental health matters.
Golf isn't just a game. It's a way of life for a lot of us. That's why at St. Mary Golf and Country Club and Bogey Free Golf, we have teamed up to give you the best of both worlds. I'm Barry Bone, the general manager of St. Mary Golf and Country Club and owner of Bogey Free Golf. If you're ready to come try out one of the best 9-hole experiences in the area, come give St. Mary Golf and Country Club a chance. If you need your golf clubs repaired or a new set of clubs, we can also take care of that for you too. Two great experiences are located just minutes away from you, right across the street from Berwick High School. St. Mary Golf and Country Club, your local spot for everything in golf.
Welcome back to Lord Henry Field, where the Panthers trail 3-2 going into the bottom of the fourth. And we continue to talk about that base running era, basically, for the Panthers. But look, they got to move on and get 3 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Going to start off with a swinging them. It's strike one on the batter, Caden Hauk. Caden Hauk. We had a correction on the pronunciation of that little young man's name.
Yeah, Hauk is currently 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out last time he was at the plate. Of course, we're seeing Vidalia trying to have those bats come alive, at least for their sake. They scored 3 runs last time they were at the plate. Panthers still showing some confidence in Wiggins, who pitched a solid game up to the 3rd inning. It's going to be
dribbled down the third base line, and it's fielded. And a beautiful throw, beautiful pick by White at first base to get the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he's able to scoop it up in the dirt right there. And White does a good job, just putting it in position where it doesn't go too out of line.
Look, he had to make a decision right there right quick because, to be honest with you, I think that ball would have went foul.
Oh, yeah.
But he scooped it up before it went foul as he charged it, and he makes the play across the diamond.
Yeah, it was right there on that line. He made that split decision, and it ended up paying off as now the Panthers have 1 out on the board. That ball is going to be outside.
I go back to watching. A lot of times they doing those drills in beginning of the game during taking infield and all that, and they do that drill, that exact play what Mason White just did, where the slow rollers and throw across the diamond.
As they say, practice makes perfect.
Yep. So 2 balls, no strikes on the batter, Gage Thomas, in the number 9 hole spot.
Thomas is currently 1 for 1 on the day, singling last time he was at the plate. And that one's going to be high and called ball 3. Vidalia looking for its 2nd walk of the game.
That was going to be called strike 1 on Thomas. Little
delayed strike call right there from the umpire.
Yeah, and Thomas was taken off to first.
He sure was. And Thomas didn't even attempt to swing at that ball, and, deservedly so.
Could be a
nice
base
hit
hit
by Thomas. Who just jogs to the first base. He's going to be 2 for 2 in this game, singling both times at the plate.
Brings up number 7, Reagan Prather.
Now Reagan Prather, the center fielder, the speedy center fielder, will be coming to the plate for his 3rd at bat. He's currently 1 for 1, hitting a single last time at the plate and walking in the 1st inning. He's also your leadoff hitter for the Vikings. That ball's going to be in the dirt for ball 1.
So 1-0 count to Prather with 1 out, 1 runner on. As Wiggins cannot find a strike zone here.
Prather thought about it though. He almost took a hack at it. Not going to be a 2-0 count for Prather. That ball's
Wiggins Wiggins continues to struggle on the heel right here as 3 balls, no strikes on the batter, Prather.
You got to imagine Berwick would maybe try to test an arm out, although nobody's warming up in the bullpen right now.
Yeah, I don't see any activity over there, so.
You know, you would have to imagine Henry would send somebody out there after we've seen a rocky last.
It may happen right after this batter. We'll see what happens, unless Wiggins can pull himself out of this. And that's going to be ball 4 as he walks Prather with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th with now runners on first and second.
Blanchard's going to have a conversation with Wiggins right here. Try to calm him down quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, Wiggins is just starting to kind of lose his steam right here. Started off the game pretty hot. Pitches scoreless first 2 innings, but, you know, he's now starting to wind down quite a bit. Has 2 runners on with only 1 out. That'll be Prather's second walk of the day. Now at the plate you have the catcher, Noah Myers, who's currently 0 for 2, striking out both times he was at the plate. That ball's going to go foul.
First pitch by Wiggins is going to be a strike. So that's see if we can bounce back from these 2 batters here.
Maybe the words said by Blanchard calmed him down quite a bit.
I believe Coach Henry's going to try to, I mean, he's got having a lot of confidence in him right here to try to pull himself out of this here in the bottom of the 4th.
You know, when it's all a mind game at the end of the day, Wiggins might see somebody warming up in the bullpen and think, okay, you know, it might make him lose his mindset right there.
It's going to be Mason White's not going to be able to come up with the pick down the third base line, and the bases are going to be loaded for the Vikings as
be the first hit of the day for Myers. And now we have TJ Williams, a shortstop, coming to the plate. Williams is currently 1 for 2. He had that huge double last inning that bounced off the wall right in between the left and center field gap.
They seem to have Wiggins' timing here.
They sure do.
If you notice the last couple innings, they've been getting on him.
That ball's going to be high and right around Williams' head.
So, again, Wiggins in a spot right here where we have bases loaded, bottom of the 4th, with 1 out.
Looked like the Panthers might have been signaling some things over towards the bullpen as we might see somebody get sent out there. Wiggins tries for the pickoff. No good. Close, though. Was close.
You see something over there with, as he takes the lead over there on third that he throws over. Got to be careful with that.
Have to. I mean, we've seen it happen a couple times yesterday. An errant pick throw led to a runner advancing. Of course, now in this case, a runner on third would mean he would advance home. Nice pitch.
As Wiggins
right there
comes back
Wiggins.
and throws a strike to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter. Williams.
Be close.
This is just outside. Ball 2. So the Vikings gives their fans a little bit of hope right here with, taking the lead the last inning. And now bases loaded here in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out. An opportunity to get a couple more.
That's going to be a pop fly.
We'll see if he'll be able to get the tag. Dupuy comes up, makes the catch, and what a great job getting the ball into this cutoff man around the pitcher's mound, and nobody's able to go for out number 2.
Number 15, Colin Weatherly.
Yeah, Thomas is going to, decide to not go there, which, that was a pretty shallow
Yeah, Dupuy,
ball.
he kept coming up, makes the catch. And I was kind of wondering if he was going to try to attempt to tag on that play, but it would have been a...
But it was a good throw from Dupuy all the way to center to White.
So here we go, bases loaded for Weatherly, and he's going to get a base hit right up the middle. 1 run's going to score.
And Prather's
Here
gonna
comes
come
another
in,
one,
and
2 runs score as.
Oh, and
2 runs score for the Vikings here late in the bottom of the 4th. With 2 outs, they continue to do that rallying.
Brings up number 5, Caden.
And
this game is starting to slip away for the Panthers as now you have Henry going out to the mound to talk to Wiggins. And you know what I just thought about as well? If this game were to potentially go to a 3rd game, Berwick doesn't want to maybe use all of their pitchers. You know, you're pitching in the same game. This game is, or the 3rd game, if necessary, would happen immediately after.
So the pitching change happens right here already, where Wiggins is being taken out and Mason White, the 3rd baseman, is coming over as he comes in to take the helm at the pitcher's mound. You know,
Panthers probably don't want to use all their arms with the game potentially happening right after this.
Look, we're not talking about errors being made by the Panthers on these scores. We're talking about just hitting by the Vikings, and they're hitting the ball.
They're hitting the ball. They're getting on base. I mean, you see the last 3 batters for the Vikings all had a hit.
So we're going to go ahead and take a break here while Mason White warms up. From Ludd Henry Field here in Berwick, the Panthers trail 5-2 in the bottom of the 4th on 95.3 FM KQKI.
Palomar Shipyard, locally owned and operated by the Hidalgo family, proudly serves the marine industry with new construction, conversions, and repair services, all backed by top quality workmanship. Built on a foundation of safety, commitment, and community pride, Palomar provides a safe workplace for their family of employees and continues to be a leader and a supporter right here at home. From everyone at Palomar Shipyard in Morgan City, good luck to our local students and athletes.
Central Boat Rentals, locally owned and operated, has been providing safe, reliable, and cost-efficient marine transportation services to the Gulf Coast since 1967. They offer a wide array of vessels, barges, repair facilities, and docks. Central Boat Rentals is a proven service provider, employer, and community partner in South Louisiana. Good luck to our local students and athletes in the classroom and on the field. From your total marine service provider, Central Boat Rentals.
Number 5, Caden. Awesome.
Back here in Berwick as the Panthers trail 5-2 as Mason White takes the mound for the Panthers. And number 5, Caden Cossum, the pitcher, up to bat with bases loaded still. Well, excuse me, no, with 2 runners on. I'm sorry. The runners on 1st and 2nd. See if we can stop the bleeding here.
Cossum, the pitcher, is currently 1 for 2. Yeah, and you saw Weatherly had that hit last time, or last at bat, and the Panthers actually intentionally walked him last inning. Of course, they couldn't do that with bases loaded.
2 quick balls here by Mason White. He's gonna have to get in. You got to get in the groove here.
White's last time pitching was in the Panthers' last regular season game of the year against the Patterson Lumberjacks, as he threw a couple strikeouts in that game. Of course, he just
2-0 count fouled off.
Out.
Two 2-1 count. Cossum here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs. As White continues to not be able to find that groove with 3-0 count here. 3-1 count. That's 3 straight balls. Excuse me, 4 balls now as Cossum takes the base and loads the bases again for the Vikings.
Got a score for Central Catholic. St. Edmunds leading Central Catholic 4-3 at the bottom of the 2nd.
So up to the bat for the Vikings. It's going to be Caden Guance, the 3rd baseman, with bases loaded. here in the bottom of the fourth with the big lead, 5-2.
Guate is currently 1 for 2 on the day, singling last time he was at the plate. We're going to have a pinch runner.
We'll see if White can pull us out of this bind here and throw a strike.
Number 20, Carlos King, is on first base, pinch running for the pitcher, Cossum. Want to say he did that last inning as well.
That's going to be popped up to the center fielder as Dupuy comes in and is able to stop the bleeding finally here in Berwick.
After 4 complete, the score is now Vikings.
4 complete innings.
2.
The Vikings come away with 2 more runs here as we head into the top of the 5th. As the Panthers trail 5-2 on 95.3 FM KQKI.
Conrad Shipyard, building Louisiana and the Gulf Coast since 1948. For over 75 years, Conrad has set the standard for safety, quality, and integrity in shipbuilding. With 5 state-of-the-art shipyards across Louisiana and Texas, Conrad delivers top-tier vessels for commercial and government clients alike. Conrad is proud to support our local athletes, cheering them on every step of the way. Conrad Shipyard, where craftsmanship runs deep and community comes first. Conrad Shipyard, the best there is.
In honor of our country's 250th birthday, it's the Declaration of Deals sales event at A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Berwick. How about 2.9% interest for 72 months and $12,750 off this 26 Ram with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty? Or this unbelievable sale price of $31,990 for this new Jeep Grand Cherokee. These deals are for everyone. No conditions, no mandatory add-ons, no tricks, just real prices from real people. A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick.
Welcome back to Lud Henry Field, where the Panthers need to get the bats going here in the top of the 5th as this game's getting close to running out on them. So we'll see if they can get the bats going here. Trailing 5-2. Leading off for the Panthers is the 9-hole hitter, Carter Dupuy, followed by the leadoff, Eli Lodrig and Gavin Darby. So have an opportunity here to get some runners on.
Yeah, you got your best batters coming to the plate. You know, of course, Dupuy got hit by a pitch last time. He was at the plate, and then afterwards you got Lodrig. Is currently 1 for 1 after he had a sac fly. So let's see what's going to happen right here for Dupuy.
The ball 1 to start this batter off. Just got an update from Coach Walker here. The Lady Panthers take a 6-2 lead over behind us in the bottom of the 5th. So good job by the Lady Panthers in their first playoff game of the season. Round 1. Be 2 quick balls by the Vikings here to start this top of the 5th inning off. As the Berwick student section comes alive here for a little hoping and some little rally going, huh, Jude?
Yeah, hopefully something shake right here for the Panthers.
Oh, Dupuy's going to be hit by the pitch, I think, for number 2 today, as he takes his base to first to get this inning started. Hey, look, we'll take it. We'll take a base runner because we talked about it earlier with Dupuy. We know he's the speed guy on the bases, so you know what's fixing to happen.
Yeah, and Dupuy actually was Lodrig's sac fly last time he was at the plate. Dupuy stole second and he stole third base.
So big opportunity here for the Panthers to get this top of the 5th going here with the first batter on. And the speed guy, Carter Dupuy, on the bases. Now brings up to the plate the leadoff batter, Eli Lodrig.
Can go for the
I'll tell you what,
He was close.
They trying to keep him over there, and then he had a big lead, and he threw over to first and nearly got him. Eli Lodrig jumps on that first pitch and fouls it off to first base side. Another throw over to first, safe at first. He's going to be going here shortly. I'm going to call it.
And Vidalia knows that. That's why they're trying to go for that pickoff attempt. Doopy thought about it.
Yeah, Lodrig takes one right there for call strike 2. So Lodrig falls behind 0-2 count here with one runner on in the top of the 5th, trailing 5-2. Lodrig battles and fouls one off. Count remains. No balls, 2 strikes.
Umpire's going to take a quick look at this ball over here. Deems it okay.
Ooh. Look, I don't know what you saw, but that was pretty close on the outside corner. So Lodrig gets a break there and not get called strike 3 because, look, you got to protect that play with 2 strikes that was pretty close.
Yeah, very risky, but it pays off for him.
That's going to be overthrown.
And there we go.
On the pickoff, and Dupree's going to head to second, possibly head to third.
And he will.
And he's heading to third, and it throws over, and he's going to be in for safe at third on the overthrow on the pickoff move by the pitcher.
Now the Panthers have a runner on third base with 0 outs.
Big opportunity for the Panthers right here. Big opportunity here in the top of the 5th. As Dupree heads over to third, and Lodrig still here at bat with 1-2 count. And like you said, Jude, nobody out.
And let's see if our trend can continue here with the score. You know, every other inning, Panthers get some runs on that board. Hopefully this time it's more than 1 for the Panthers' sake.
Got a score behind us. I'm not sure.
I gave it a while ago,
I
yeah.
had to step out for a moment. Okay, good.
Ball in the dirt.
Where's the ball?
Going to be a 2-2 count.
Yeah, 2-2 count here on Lodrig, so he continues to battle. Dupuy on third. It's going to be high up in the box for brings full count here to Lodrig.
He's seen the play pretty well, you know.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes on Lodrig. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th as the Panthers trail 5-2, but an opportunity here to get a couple runs.
And we have a full count. As the Panthers have not had a runner walk so far.
And Lodrig's going to drop one, I think, in. Nope. The center fielder comes over and makes the catch, but Dupree's going to score on the sacrifice fly by, once again, Eli Lodrig.
That'll be the second sac fly for
Darby.
I'm going to say again, that's a good at-bat by Lodrig.
That's very good at-bat.
He battled up there. He fell behind quickly, 0-2 count. Gets to be a full count, battles back, and gets a sacrifice fly. Did his job. So 5-3 ball game here. As Darby jumps out on the first pitch and fouls it off. So Gavin Darby to the bat to plate.
You know, that's the perks of having a speedy base runner like Carter Dupuy right there. He's able to round the bases in one at bat.
Low for ball 1. Yeah, on the overthrow on the pickoff, Dupree is able to get from first to third quickly, and you see what happens with that. That's going to be a big hit by Darby, but to the center fielder for the catch, for out number 2.
Yeah, that brings Darby to 1-3 on the day. Now the designated hitter, Leif Bella, will be coming to the plate for the Panthers. Bella's currently 0 for 2 so far today.
He jumps on the first pitch, and it's fouled back. We're not sure. Actually, if you heard that, that just landed on the press box. So
it landed between the press box and the net. Yeah, we heard that. Kind of felt it, too.
I thought it was going to stay in play at first the way it looked, but it sailed back to the back. 0-1 count for Bella. Bella fouls one off. Well, is he going to be out of play? Could be out of play down the first base line. Break for Bella there.
Big break. And
so he falls behind 0-2 count here, quick.
Definitely want to see some better timing on these swings right here from Bella. You know, he's seeing it right. He's just doesn't have his swings timed up quite correctly.
As he hits a shot to the right, it's going to be in. I'm not sure if he's going to track it over, but the right field is able to track it and bring it in for out number 3. So top of the Panthers go down the top of the 5th with 1 run to score to inch closer to coming back right here with a 5-3 ball game here in Berwick on 95.3 FM KKKI.
The Bayou Bend Fitness Center is excited to announce that membership for everyone is now as low as $30 per month, no matter where you live. Now is the perfect time to join and take advantage of our state-of-the-art facility featuring cardio and weight equipment, indoor pools, group exercise classes, childcare, and more. For more information about membership or to join, call 337-413-5106 or stop by 1029 Northwest Boulevard in Franklin today. Some conditions do apply.
Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance is proud to offer our services under one roof in our state-of-the-art facility at 611 Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. We can create the perfect sports performance program based on your goals, needs, sport, and current ability to enhance performance and prevent injuries. We can also help you recover from an injury as quickly as possible so you can return to the sport you love. Call us today, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance at 985-384-1999.
And welcome back as Vidalia leads Berwick 5-3 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. We do have an update. Central Catholic now tied up at the bottom of the 3rd with St. Ed's. Want to thank our media friends, KWBJ. They're there at behind us, the softball field with Berwick and Westlake, and then KBZE covering that Central Catholic St. Edmunds game. We're all trading scores. Working together. That's the way it should be, right, JP?
Yes, sir. Brings to the plate for the Vikings, number 2, Noah Myers. No, excuse me, Sean Washington, my bad.
Washington's currently 0 for 2 on the day, striking out and grounding out.
So if you're just joining us, the Panthers trail 5-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to be a big hit down the third base line for a foul ball. One count on the batter, Washington. One count. High.
Yeah, high.
Make it 3-1 count for Mason White. Way to come back and throw a good pitch. now to bring the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes on Washington. Got to jump out here early and get a good couple outs. Keep the runners off the base. Well, so much for that, for the walk, first walk of the inning.
Washington draws the walk. Brings up number 18, Caden Houck.
Washington gets the first on the walk.
And that'll be Washington's first time reaching the plate today, or excuse me, the bag today.
Brings up to the plate number 18, Caden Houck.
The right fielder is currently 0 for 2, striking out once. The pickoff attempt, no good. That pitch is going to be a little bit above the strike zone. Called for the first ball.
Scoring away to bunt, and the runner goes. It's going to be a bad throw by the catcher, but Dupree comes in.
Just in time to stop that runner from potentially advancing to third base.
Coach Henry's coming over for a questioning of the call.
And real quick, guys, I want to thank our sponsors, Coach Lud Henry, elect Coach Lud Henry, candidate for mayor of Berwick. Nautical Design and Consulting is family-owned by the Monceau family and proud to be a part of the Berwick community and supporter of the Berwick Panthers. And also Jason Romero, candidate for Berwick mayor.
I think the argument is by Coach Henry, when the batter squared away, it prevented the catcher from trying to make the throw.
Which is a pretty fair argument.
Just like an interference type of call, but
yeah,
I think it's standing.
They're gonna justify otherwise.
So with a runner on second, nobody out for the Vikings. 2-0 count to Houck. Squares away again. Runner goes.
Wiggins was not there in time. A little bit off the bat.
Look.
He was preparing for the bunt.
He's prepared for the bunt. He was charging.
You know, it's kind of a interesting situation right there. You can't really put too much blame on him. He was prepared for the bunt.
He was charging for the bunt, yeah.
It is what it is. Nice job by Washington taking advantage of that.
Look, it was good coaching by the Vikings.
Very good coaching right there.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Strike 2, actually. Brings the count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And you see Houck be pretty aggressive right there. White looking for his first strikeout of the day.
It's going to be popped up to the second baseman, Crochet, as he brings it in for out number 1. He has to backtrack and catch that one because they were playing up.
Now batting number 6, Gage Thomas.
So up to the plate for the Vidalia Vikings, you have number 6, Gage Thomas, the second baseman, who's been pretty hot so far in this game. He's currently 2 for 2.
First pitch called strike 1.
It's a nice heat on that one by Mason White.
Across the middle for a call, strike 2.
Another nice one right there by Mason White. Put some velocity under that. Now he's ahead in this count.
No balls, 2 strikes to Thomas for 1 out. Swing and a miss for strike 3 call. So Thomas goes down on strikes.
Now batting number 7.
2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. With runner on third for the Vikings as the leadoff batter. Top of the lineup, Reagan Prather comes to the plate. Quick swing and a miss. Strike one.
Prather's currently 1 for 1 on the day, walking twice and having a single. He's also scored some runs in this game for the Vikings. So another 1 pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike two.
Seems like White's starting to find a bit of a groove right here.
If we can get out of this inning without that run scoring on third, we'll be in a good position here going into the top of the sixth. With Crochet, I believe, leading off the cleanup spot. It's going to be a good pitch fielded by White and thrown over to first for the third out of the inning as the Panthers get out of that inning with no runners scored. 1 run left on by the Vikings. Panthers trail 5-3 here at Lud Henry Field. Coming up to bat for the Panthers, Crochet. See if we can get something going here in the top of the sixth on 95.3 FM KQKI.
When it's time to say goodbye, the memories of a life well lived deserves to be celebrated in a truly special way. At Hargrave Funeral Home, we believe every person's story is unique, and we're here to help tell it. We focus on personalizing every service we offer because every moment, every memory deserves to be honored in a way that is meaningful as possible. At Hargrave Funeral Home, we're here to help you celebrate life with grace, love, and compassion. For a personalized service you can trust, call Hargrave Funeral Home at 985-384-8605. Let us help you honor the life lived.
Lafayette Electric offers a fully stocked storefront and expansive warehouse from many major manufacturers, from the smallest residential or the largest commercial needs to sophisticated offshore marine and industrial products. With over 30 years of experience, the friendly staff at Lafayette Electric prides themselves in providing excellent service and expert knowledge. See what your locally owned Lafayette Electric can do for you at 1207 Greenwood Street in Morgan City.
And welcome back as we are going to the top of the sixth with Vidalia leading Berwick 5-3. Want to thank some more sponsors: Patterson State Bank, Hargrave Funeral Home, Hallamore Shipyard, Tesh Health, Bayou Bend Health System, Conrad Shipyard, St. Mary Golf and Country Club, A.J. Doman, Chevrolet, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep and Ram, Taco Bell, Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Central Boat Rentals, elect Coach Lud Henry, candidate for Mayor of Berwick, Lafayette Electric, the Town of Berwick, Nautical Design, and Jason Romero for Berwick Mayor.
So back here in Berwick, we have an update for the Lady Panthers. They're leading 7-4 going into the top of the seventh. So 3 more outs, they can seal the deal.
All right, and also have one for Central Catholic. St. Edmunds is leading Central Catholic 7-4 after, actually they're going to the top of the fourth.
Eli Crochet leading off this top of the sixth for the Panthers. See if they can get something going here to get a rally going and get back in this ball game.
Crochet had a great at bat last time he was at the plate.
And that's going to be a great base hit down the third base line. And the left fielder bobbles it, and he's going to go in for the easy double to lead off this top of the sixth with a great hit. So good start for the Panthers.
Great start. And a good way to redeem himself. You know, Crochet had a beautiful hit last time he was at the plate, had a mistake running the bases. Now he gets right back to where he was the last time he was in this game.
Brings up to the plate.
+8 rock lights for a home run.
Now we
Luke Domang with a runner on second, nobody out here in the top of the sixth.
Domang's currently 0 for 1. He had a strikeout, and he reached first via an error last go.
Jumps on the first pitch. That's going to be popped up into the infield and caught by the third baseman, Guanse.
Yeah, last time Domang at the plate, we saw the left fielder drop that ball. This time the result is not the same for Domang.
number 5, Mason White.
Now your pitcher, Mason White's going to be at the plate for the Panthers.
Hey, stroke it here, 5 stroke.
So White come up to the plate with 1 out.
White's currently 1 for 2.
Crochet on second after that leadoff double.
Yeah, White had a great hit last time between that gap between the third baseman and the shortstop. Also as a strikeout, 1 for 2.
Oh. Okay, on the pass ball, wild pitch, and Crochet advances to third. 1 out. We're going to see if Mason White can
hit him in.
Get him around here in the top of the 6th. Inch a little closer to that comeback.
For White right here, do not strike out, do not have a short infield pop fly. He's going to hit that ball for strike 1.
Big at bat right here for Mason. He's going to be hit by the pitch.
There we go.
So White advances to first on the hit by the pitch, with now runners on the corners with 1 out.
White hit by the pitch. Brings up number 12, Justin Wiggins.
I was waiting for the student section to start chanting, "You can't do that." This is what we hear. I'm disappointed in them. Man. They let me down.
So with runners on the corner here in the top of the 6th, 1 out.
That brings
Panthers have an opportunity here.
Brings the now third baseman, Justin Wiggins, to the plate. He's currently 0 for 2, striking out and grounding out. Or popping out, excuse me. Had a shallow fly ball to center field. Pitcher's gonna attempt to pick off attempt, but doesn't ever. The ball never leaves his hand.
So we'll see if Wiggins can get a hit here. And the runner goes and tried a little trickery play back to quick throw back to the pitcher. So we now have 2 runners in scoring position. Your tying run is at second here, Jude. With Justin Wiggins at the plate with 1 out.
Big at bat for Wiggins.
And they're going to intentionally walk Wiggins here.
Interesting
to load the bases.
Right spot, B.
You know what? Interesting.
Brings up number 8.
If you think about it, it's probably a smart coaching move to load the bases. You got to force out at all the bases now.
That is true.
1 out.
True.
I'm getting told the Lady Panthers have just sealed the deal and won their first round of the playoffs, 7-4 against Westlake, as they move on to the second round. So congratulations, Lady Panthers.
Congratulations, ladies.
We'll see if the men can do it here.
It's going to be an inside strike call right there for Brennan White. White is currently 0 for 2 on the day.
Big opportunity here for the Panthers with the bases loaded here in the top of the 6th, trailing by 2 and 1 out. Ball in the dirt. Call ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to White. So huge opportunity for Brennan White here.
Huge. White's had a lot of pop on his bat today. It's just resulted in other hands.
It's going to be a slow roller by.
Going to get the force at home. Crochet's going to run over the other batter. The catcher. He was rolling in with some steam.
Well,
right
he's
there.
in.
He's right on top of the bag, though. There's not much Crochet can do.
Got a lot of upset people on both sides of in the stands here.
Yeah, Crochet said, "Get out of my way."
Well, I'm believing he's going to be tossed from the game.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, on the dribble to the pitcher, he tosses the ball obviously on the force out at the plate, and Crochet does not slide.
Does not. Which in that situation, I mean, you kind of.
Waiting here. So wait a minute here.
They're gonna call
Brennan White out as well. And that, folks, is going to end the inning. So I'm not sure what exactly is the call here.
They probably called out at the plate and then obstruction. Obstruction, and they would have had to play at first base.
Okay. So possibly an interference call here.
So there we go.
Okay.
And so Burke leaves those runners stranded after a controversial inning right there in the top of the sixth. And Burke continues to trail 5-3 here going into the bottom of the sixth. 95.3 FM, KKKI.
Patterson State Bank is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. This is Bill Marine, Board Chairman, and on behalf of our staff, management team, stockholders, and Board of Directors, we want to let you know how much we appreciate your business and support. Being part of the history of this great community that we call the Tri-City area has been both rewarding and challenging, and PSB looks forward to many more years of serving you. Thanks from Patterson State Bank, member FDIC.
Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes are so luxurious, you might wonder if a chauffeur will pick you up from the restaurant. And how could you not? With selections like the signature $5 box, decadent $7 box, and abundant $9 box featuring the triple double crunch wrap with layer upon layer of what you love. While the drink is included, a chauffeur isn't. So plan accordingly. Don't let the Lutz go to your head. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lutz box at Taco Bell today. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price of participation varies. Drinks excludes freezers and specialty beverages. That's extra.
DoorDash delivery available.
And welcome back as we are going to the bottom of the sixth with Vidalia leading Berwick 5-3. Want to thank Coach Lud Henry, elect Coach Lud Henry, candidate for mayor of Berwick, nautical design and consultant, is family owned by the Monso family, is proud to be a part of the Berwick community and supporter of the Berwick Panthers. And Jason Romero, candidate for Berwick mayor. JP and Jude.
So going into the bottom of the sixth, the Panthers still trail. And a little bit of information about that last call. Obviously, Crochet did not slide coming into home plate, and he's going to be ejected from the game on that call. And then that was some type of interference call with Brennan White. So both called out right there to end the inning. So we got a few changes. I'm not sure who went to left field.
Dominic Tranchina.
Dominic Tranchina went over to left field. Eli Lodre comes over to second base to replace Crochet at second base.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for the Vikings, number 1, Noah Myers.
That brings Noah Myers to the plate to lead off the bottom of the sixth inning. Myers is currently 1 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts and a single to his name.
He quickly popped up here.
That ball's going to fall out of play. So it'd be an 0-1 count for Myers. Start things off. White ended that last inning pretty solid, getting his first strikeout.
It wouldn't be playoff baseball without a couple controversial calls and you know.
These teams are about as evenly matched as you can get.
Well, you got number 16 and number 17
in
the power rankings.
They were literally .10. Berwick was .10 away from going to Vidalia. in the power rankings.
Yep.
Yeah, and leading up to, the game eventually being in Berwick, it was flip-flopping, last week at this time, Vidalia was probably the 16th seed. It just changed a whole lot.
Beat 3 balls, 1 strike on the batter, Myers. So Mason has to find his spot here. I mean, yeah, Mason. They got so many Whites.
Yeah. You got Brendan White, Mason White.
The full count as the pitcher's fouled off.
We have another update from the Central Catholic game. St. Ed's now leading Central Catholic 8-4 after the 4th inning.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. So good job by Mason White.
I want to thank Chris Hunter with KWBJ. They were covering the Lady Panther game, and Howard Castay with KBZE, the Central Catholic game. We're all trading scores, working together as local media.
That's the 3rd strikeout of the day for Myers. Moved up from 9-2 in the lineup. Now at the plate we have TJ Williams.
Quick ball hit over to Wiggins, and he not able to get the throw across the diamond and White's not able to pick it, and the ball goes
out of play.
Out of play.
Going to advance to second base, it seems. They're going to actually mark Myers staying, excuse me, not Myers, Williams staying at first base.
So bringing up to the plate for the Vikings, number 15, Cullen Weatherly, with 1 runner on first here in the bottom of the 6th. And the runner goes. And a good throw, and he's...
Beauty.
Oh,
he's safe. Wow, that was
pretty close.
That was close. That was very close. We'll have to pull up an instant replay here.
Yep.
But that was close. Wow. So now Williams is going to advance to second base with the count being 0-1. And second strike right here from White brings the count to 0-2. At the plate we have Weatherly, who's currently 1 for 2 today. Got intentionally walked in the 4th.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Excuse me, the 3rd.
One out, bottom of the 6th, 1 runner on for the Vikings. It's Weatherly in a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 here. It's a big pitch right there for Mason White to get him out of the inning.
You're gonna got the Vidalia fans chanting that was a drop ball right there by Blanchard, although the umpire said no, that wasn't.
I'm not sure what they're trying to do over here.
Yeah, Weatherly's trying to just stay at first base and see if they're going to tell him anything, but of course. So now it's going to be the pitcher, Cassim, coming to the plate for Vidalia. Cassim so far today is 1 for 2, having a single and a walk to his name.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Now that ball was dropped by Blanchard, not the last one.
Yeah, and look, big break for us right there because the ball gets away from Blanchard behind the plate, and the Williams on second base is still on second base because his coach is not happy with him because
he said, "Come on, dude." Doesn't decide to do that.
Time to pay attention here.
Yeah, I mean he definitely would have won. I mean you saw him steal first base.
All Berg needs to do is worry about getting out of this inning and trying to get some bats going.
Yeah, because it's make or break next inning for the Panthers.
It's going to be hit over to the shortstop. Thrown across the diamond by Domang, and he's going to make a bad throw, and
Williams is going to come
Williams
home.
is going to score. And
Cassim is going to reach second base off the air.
Advances to second on the error. Throw across the diamond.
Now it's going to be 6-3. Vidalia. And Panthers haven't had too many errors today, but this inning, things are just starting to unravel for them. Now Blanchard's going to converge over here with White.
With 2 outs, Domang obviously chooses to go throw across the diamond. You had a runner coming from second to third, but
could have made the easy tag out. That would have been a much easier throw.
I think with 2 outs, that's the common call right there to throw across the diamond.
I mean, you're always thinking throw to first base.
Correct. And I'm not sure how close it would have been. I wasn't paying attention too much to that part, but that's going to be hit over to the center fielder for out number 3 by Dupuy. So here in Berwick, the Panthers trail 6-3 going into the bottom of the 6th as they got to get on the bats. So we're going to break here in Berwick on 95.3 FM as the Panthers trail 6-3.
If you suffer from neck or back pain, get relief from the experts at Thibodeau Regional Spine Center. We'll start with an evaluation and develop a treatment plan just for you. We offer non-surgical treatment options and, if needed, minimally invasive surgery, which can mean a quicker recovery. Get relief from neck and back pain and get back to work and play with Thibodeau Regional Spine Center. Call 985-493-4501. 493-4501.
The town of Berwick congratulates their hometown Berwick High School Panthers. Known for its iconic red lighthouse on the riverfront, the town of Berwick features historic neighborhoods, new residential developments, and exceptional quality of life with well-developed recreational complexes, public schools that are some of the highest performing in the state of Louisiana, and an 800,000-acre backyard, the beautiful Atchafalaya Basin, and not to mention its friendly people. Go Panthers from the town of Berwick.
And welcome back to Berwick High School, Lud Henry Field, as the Vidalia Vikings are leading the Berwick Panthers 6-3 as we go to the top of the 7th. And, of course, officials here at Berwick High School trying to figure out what's going on. And But, again, want to thank our sponsors, Patterson State Bank, Hargrave Funeral Home, Hallamar Shipyard, Tesh Health, Bayou Bend Health System, Conrad Shipyard, St. Mary Golf and Country Club, A.J. Dolman, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram, Taco Bell, Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Central Boat Rentals, Elect Coach Lud Henry, candidate for Mayor of Berwick, Lafayette Electric, Town of Berwick Nautical Design, and Jason Romero for Berwick Mayor. JP?
Here in the bottom of the 6th, we have Carter Dupuy leading off for the Panthers to see if they can get something going here, trailing 6-3. It is 6-3, correct?
Yeah.
Had some scoreboard malfunctions on the Panthers side, but it is 6-3. Dupuy's been hit by a pitch both times he was at the plate today. Kind of wild, but now this is a make-or-break inning right here for Berwick. They are the visiting team, despite being home because they were home the first game. That's how it works in high school baseball. Going to swing for a foul ball right there. Brings the count to 1-2.
So Dupuy at the plate with 1-2 count. Dupree going to be a dribble down the third base line. He's going to run. He's going to beat this one out because there's no way they're catching Dupree.
I mean, we got to get a stopwatch on this dude. I mean, what is that 40 time flying?
He's scooting down that first base line, son.
Flying.
And look, they didn't even attempt to throw.
That was nice.
So
yeah, he was rolling down that baseline.
Dupuy gets a leadoff single.
And now Eli Lodrag is coming to the plate. He is 1 for 1 in the day with 2 sacrifice flies.
Top of the lineup here for the Panthers, so a good opportunity right here. As the first pitch breaks across the middle for call strike 1. Dupree will be getting over soon on the bases,
game.
I'm sure.
No doubt the Panthers are going to try to send him here. It's going to be...
Lodrake pops up to the right side as,
almost dropped it. Almost.
Scary play for the Vikings right there because the second baseman and the right fielder got confused, and I believe the second baseman was called off right at the last second, and they almost had a little hiccup right there.
Almost. And with the speed of Dupree, he probably could have maybe beat that second base throw attempt.
So Lodrake flies out to the right fielder, foul number 1.
Going to be inside for Darby, who's currently 1 for 3 on the day. He has a double to his name as he takes that inside pitch for ball 1. He thought about it. You saw him kind of twitch his arm right there.
1 ball, 1 strike to Darby, correct?
Correct. 1's across the board.
That's going to be a big hit by Darby. The left fielder's going back, and he makes the catch. Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful catch by the left fielder. I'm going to tell you, I thought he was toast bread. I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, Dupree was making his way to home.
I mean,
right there, but
look, Darby strokes one down the left field line, down the left field side, and the left fielder redeems himself after that bobble early on in the game and makes a beautiful catch over his right shoulder.
I mean,
almost hitting the fence.
Almost.
Like smashing into the fence.
Yeah, I mean, talk about redemption. That's a beautiful play right there.
Man.
Now we have Leif Bella at the plate for the Berwick Panthers. Bella's your designated hitter. He's currently 0 for 3 on the day. Of course, trying to make something change right here as you have 2 outs with the potential game being over right here. It's going to be a foul ball.
Down the third base line by Bella.
Brings the count to 1-1.
Again, Darby caught all of that, but the left fielder, kudos to the left field. I have to give him that. He makes a beautiful catch, runs it down.
And that one's going to go foul, which would have been quite the way to end the game for the Panthers. Lucky that ball went foul right there. But, of course, that brings the count to 1-2. Hopefully Bella's first hit of the game can be a big one right here for the Panthers.
To keep them alive. Fouled off behind the plate.
Keeps the count at 1-2.
Bella needs to battle here, keep this game alive. In the dirt, ball.
Good eye by Bella. And he gets him.
Bella takes call for strike 3 on the curveball to end this ball game. So game 2 in the books here in Berwick in the 3-game series.
But don't anybody go anywhere. We have game 3 coming on.
But I was about to say, I was just getting ready to say, I mean, we'll be here all afternoon. And so your score in game 2, the Panthers fall 6-3 as we take a break here and prepare for game number 3 of the series here in Berwick at Lud Henry Field. We'll be back shortly on 95.3 FM KQKI.
All right, everybody, what we're going to do is we will cut this broadcast and start a new broadcast when the third game begins. So, of course, be watching our Facebook page and YouTube channel as well as the KQKI app. Want to thank our sponsors for making it possible for us to bring you this baseball action. Patterson State Bank, Hargrave Funeral Home, Palomar Shipyard, Tesh Health, Bayou Bend Health System, Conrad Shipyard, St. Mary Golf and Country Club, A.J. Dolman, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram, Taco Bell, Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Central Boat Rentals, Elect Coach Lud Henry, candidate for Mayor of Berwick, Lafayette Electric, Town of Berwick, Nautical Design and Consulting, and Jason Romero for Berwick Mayor. We'll see you in a few minutes on the KQKI Digital Video Network, your local sports leader.